Hi guys, in this tutorial I'm gonna let you know about Selenium, its component, what are the benefits of the Selenium and why do we need Selenium, its limitations of the Selenium and components, right? So first of all I want to let you know what is Selenium. And Selenium is basically a suite, I must say. It's a web automation tool to automate the regression and the functional test cases. So Selenium is not basically a tool, it's a suite actually, or it's a package of 4 different tools. On the next slide you can see, first is the first component or the first tool is Selenium IDE. The second tool is Selenium RC, which is known as Selenium 1.0 as well, or Selenium 1. The third component is Selenium WebDriver, which is known as Selenium 2, or we can say the fusion of Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver is known as Selenium 2. And the fourth component or the fourth tool of this package is Selenium Grid, right? So these are the 4 tools which are coming under Selenium package. So so the next question is why Selenium? Why we need to choose Selenium? So we have these many benefits, or these many points I mentioned here, which will help us understand why do we need Selenium. The first is it's a free and open source, so we don't need to pay any license fee for this. It's freely available on the web, so we can download it and use it, right? Have a large user base, large audience these days, mass movement is going on from manual to automation testing, and that's why large user base is there. So many communities are there to help you out if you have some doubts. It have multiple browser support, like Selenium is supporting Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, all these browsers, and have multiple platform support. Sorry. Selenium is supporting multiple platforms Linux, Mac, Windows, etc. So has active repository developments, so many libraries are there, and then supports multiple programming languages. Like here in Selenium we can write our automation scripts in any of the desired language, you can use Java, JavaScript, or Python, Ruby, C#, etc. So support distributed testing. And the last point is distributed testing, like when we are using the Selenium fourth tool Selenium Grid, then we are supporting distributed testing. Then what are the benefits? Actually, the next question is coming to your mind, what are the benefits of using this tool? So here are the points or benefits of this tool, supports execution of repeated test cases. Like suppose we have a test suite or regression suite, we have a number of test cases and which we want to execute again and again, then in that case we can use Selenium by automating the test cases. Aid in testing large test metrics. That's what, if we have large number of test cases or so many test cases, then we can use. Enable parallel execution. This is the feature of Selenium Grid, where we can parallelly execute the test cases on multiple devices. Increase unattended execution. Since we have automated the test case, then we don't need manual intervention with the test cases. The your computer or the your script will take care of those test cases, and at the end eventually you will get all the results. So how many test cases are fail, how many are passed. Then improve accuracy, thereby reducing human generated errors, because if a human being is execute the same set of test cases, might be at some point he will fed up with the test cases and he can leave some test cases, or he can forget to execute some test cases, right, where he's not when he's not active. But in case of computers, when we have written the automated test script, then it improves the accuracy, right? There is no chance of those errors. Save time and money. So the fourth thing is it saves our time and money. So we don't need to hire multiple resources, which would help us to save money and time as well, because the if one person, like if we are executing 3-4 resources, there we can use 1 or 2-3 computers parallelly execute the test cases, which can help us to save the time as well. So in next slide, after this, like here I already told you what are the benefits. Like here is the chart or slide, you can see like Selenium package, what are the benefits of this web based automation testing we can use. We like second is multiple OS support, multiple browser support, multiple programming language we can use, multiple framework like testing, JUnit, etc. Open source, it's freely available. And now we are moving to the brief introduction of all those 4 tools which are coming under Selenium package. So the first suite is Selenium ID. Selenium ID is basically the simplest and the easiest of all the tools within the Selenium package. Here we are just recording and playback the features or test cases, which makes it easy, and the user don't need any knowledge of any programming language. So with just minimal knowledge of the language, we can write the script, and then we can later on playback those scripts whenever or at as many times as we want. So with several advantages, a few disadvantages accompanied Selenium ID, thus making it inappropriate to be used in case of more advanced test scripts, right? So if you want to write more advanced test scripts, then that we can't do here, because here user don't have much knowledge about the programming languages. The second tool is Selenium RC. So Selenium RC is basically a remote server which we are using between our client and the browser. So our test script is not directly communicating to the browser. So to have that communication, we want that remote RC server, right? So in this case, before executing the script or automation script, we need to start this server RC, right? So user creates test script in desired programming language, and for every programming language there is a designated client library. Client library sends the test commands to the Selenium server, which is RC, and then Selenium server converts the test commands into JavaScript commands and sends them to the browser. So see, this Selenium server we are using in between our client library and the browser. So then browser executes the commands using Selenium core and sends results back to the Selenium server. Selenium server delivers the test results to the client library. So now we are moving to the Selenium WebDriver, and that I just want to let you know that Selenium RC is known as Selenium 1. So the fusion of Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver is known as Selenium 2. Basically Selenium WebDriver is using the extended version of Selenium RC. WebDriver is a clean and purely object-oriented framework. It utilizes the browser's native compatibility to automation without using any peripheral entity. With the increasing demand, it has gained a large popularity and user base. So in Selenium WebDriver, you must be well acquainted with any programming language, either it is C#, either it is Java or JavaScript, where you can write your automation test script. So in our upcoming tutorials, we'll discuss Selenium WebDriver in detail and how to write automation scripts. Soon we'll start writing the script. But before that, this introduction is for beginners or the new users. So the fourth tool is Selenium Grid. It's basically used for distributing the test cases or distributing the test execution. So suppose we want to run the same set of test cases on multiple systems or for multiple platforms, then we can use Selenium Grid. So in our upcoming tutorials, we'll see how to use Selenium Grid. And now at the end of this tutorial, I want to let you know what are the limitations of Selenium. Basically Selenium package Selenium supports testing of web-based application only. Mobile applications cannot be tested using Selenium, but the mobile web application we can test using like Selenium WebDriver, which are there for Android WebDriver, and iOS WebDriver, right? So CAPTCHA and barcode reader cannot be tested using Selenium. So reports can only be generated using third-party tool. So using Selenium WebDriver or Selenium tools, we can't generate the reports. Here we can simply execute the test cases, and if we want the proper report, then we need to use those third-party tools like JMeter and TestNG, which we'll cover in our upcoming tutorials. And the last one is user is expected to possess prior programming knowledge, language knowledge. So as I told you, like before writing the automation test script, we should be well aware about like the Java language. So in our upcoming tutorial, we'll see how to set up the Selenium environment, right? So please be in touch, and if you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe this for more upcoming tutorials. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys.